finish as well, Kyle.
Something you're going to love, non-basketball related. Well, it is related to the game, OB. The event coordinator, Robert Duff.
Yeah.
He's sitting at the scorer's table tonight. He's cool.
Oh, my gosh.
He's in Blacksburg. He's down at Wake Forest. He's in Rustburg. If you've got an event and you need it run properly, you call Robert Duff. That's an inside joke, but he really is at the scorer's table doing some. I believe he's keeping the scorebook for Altavista.
Oh,
that's nice.
That's not, well, I don't know if that's nice. That's not good.
Might not be accurate, right? McClure missed the first. Second one's good. Nothing but that. Stroke looked fine there from Josh. Trims the Rustburg lead to 9-5.
Yeah, that's one of the puzzling things about all the kids from Altavista. All their strokes look good, yet they're not shooting better from the free throw percentage than they are.
Yeah, that's a great point by you. I mean, it doesn't look like a mechanical issue there, at least not for the most of them. 15 seconds left now. Hughes will get by Poindexter, runs into some help defense from Malvac, and that's a charge.
English's building supply a lot. Whether it's mixing the perfect Davis paint for my project or offering great incentives, they do business just the way I like it. Perfectly. English's on North Main Street, Altavista.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905.
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
We've reached the Subway halftime show. The Red Devils holding the 21-13 lead over the Altavista Colonels. I'm Kyle Haney. He is Agent Zero, Oscar Briggs. He got here a little bit late, but better late than never.
No, I got here early.
That's right. You could have just shown up now, you know.
Yeah.
As the lovely bride, Cindy Parrish Gaddy, just always incredible, offering to buy drinks and snacks and popcorn and all that stuff. But absolutely come on down to the ball game if you're riding around, or you can stick around and keep it tuned in to us. Oscar, the first half was interesting. It had some ebbs and flows. The Colonels were making a charge there, but as you and I both pointed out, just not able to get consistent points, not able to capitalize on some of those opportunities that their defense created.
Yeah, that's about as well put as you can make it. I'm looking here at the free throws for the night. Rustburg, 9 of 10.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Colonels, on the other hand, 5 of 9. So, excuse me.
No, you're fine. They're 5 of 9. I mean, so the Colonels have made more free throws than they've missed. That's an improvement.
You're right.
That's an improvement. And you can't expect to make all of them. I don't even know if you can expect to be 90% like the Red Devils are, but take your cap off to Rustburg for doing a great job.
Well, and if you're Altavista, can Rustburg maintain that? Right. So certainly you don't want to see the number of fouls that both teams got into in the first half, but you got to believe with that technical that they're going to watch it extremely closely here in the second half.
I would think so. We'll check with the scorebook and see what the foul situation exactly is. It's 21-13 Rustburg at the moment. Let's step aside so Oscar and I can have a chance to do that. It's the Subway halftime show. It's Rustburg and Altavista. Red Devils leading by 8. You're hearing it all live on 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money.
I'm Greg Walker with an exciting new offer from Feller Chevrolet. Purchase any new or used vehicle of Fellers and receive a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 3-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Again, a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 3-day money-back guarantee. At Feller Chevrolet, we stand behind what we sell, and we save you money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
At Subway, Monday is no longer Monday. It's Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day. That's the $3.50 sub of the day. Subway has a different 6-inch sub of the day every day of the week. Each has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. For just $3.50, it's a great sub for a great price. Wednesday, that's Turkey Breast Day. Friday, Tuna Day. The $3.50 sub of the day every day at Subway. And participating restaurants, additional charges for extras and deluxe plus tax may not be combined with other offers, coupons, or discount cards.
This game is brought to you by the proud supporters of the KD Country Sports Club.
El Cerrito. Throw on a sombrero, shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time. Authentic Mexican cuisine only El Cerrito can serve up.
The Medicine Shop, a full-service pharmacy on Main Street in Altavista, and carrying a complete line of Carolina boots.
One Stop Mart, Main Street, where the gas is cheap, beverages are cold, and the chicken is kicking.
The Dairy Freeze, hot dogs, burgers, fries, and of course, ice cream. Do it right at the Freeze on Main Street.
Radio Shack and Crystal Bay Pools, serving your area since 1989 for swimming pool installations, chemicals, liners, and more.
Tonight's game brought to you by the KD Country Sports Club on 105.5.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show, Rustburg 21, Altavista 13. Let's send out a few more shout-outs, Mr. Briggs. Faye Dalton is a big-time Colonels basketball fan. I believe she's probably tuned in. And down in that general direction, Eleanor Haney tuned in on a night off. Katie is our fabulous sound engineer tonight. But Eleanor's got Dottie tuned into some basketball.
Yeah, I love Dottie.
Dottie is probably the best lockdown defender that you've never heard of. She's a four-legged phenom. Yes, we're talking about a dog here.
Got
Dottie.
bad hops, too.
I love it. Let's run down some halftime scoring. Of course, another low-scoring affair. It won't take too long to go over these halftime scoring numbers.
No, I went and checked the foul situation as well, and I'll follow up with that, too. First for Altavista. Altavista only had 3 players that scored, Kyle. Daquan with 3, Lawrence Galliard with 9, and Josh McClure with 1. A little bit more balanced attack from Rustburg. Quinn Evans with 2, Cameron Hughes with 2, Deontay Jackson with 9, 5 of those coming from the free throw line. Austin Martin with 4, Crawford Dawson with 4. From a foul perspective, Altavista's, despite having 11 total fouls, they're spread out really well. Malbeck with 2, Poindexter with 1, Mormon with 2, Farmer, Gilbert, Galliard, and Graves all with 1, and then Josh McClure has 2.
That really is about as much as you could spread it out. I mean, nobody has 3 fouls, so you got to feel pretty good about that at halftime anyway. It's a 21-13 deficit for Altavista.
Yeah, now for Rustburg, Quinn Evans has 1, Austin Martin, Crawford Dawson, Deshaun Scott, Terrell Cook all have 2, and Trejo has 3. So they are, you look at it, they could be in a little bit more foul trouble than the Colonels.
Yeah, and they did end up having more fouls than the Colonels, even though they got into the bonus faster. That doesn't really matter when it's all tallied up there. Of course, the team fouls reset at halftime, if you don't know that. The personal fouls, the player fouls, do not. You only get 5 of those. It's not the NBA where you get 6. It's the Subway halftime show. You can eat fresh, 2 great locations. You missed out on Subway. I didn't know you didn't know you were coming, but
no.
You double up. You do double meat all the time anyway, so you've been doubling up for a while for occasions like these. Pretty certain that our sound engineer, Katie, went with her usual. That's the salad with the chicken, the grilled chicken in there, which is always fabulous. The chopped salad is good, too, or you can just get a regular salad. Pizzas, all kinds of options at Subway. 2 locations in Altavista, Main Street and inside the Walmart on Clarion Road. Subway halftime show. Rustburg with an 8-point lead. Wrapping it up here, Mr. Briggs. Doesn't look like we're going to get another timeout in. So very quickly, we seem to, at least in our opinion, have a decent grasp of what the Colonels are doing wrong. What can they do to correct these things and get back in the game?
I think they've got to get some dribble penetration, and somebody has to hit from outside. I think defensively they're fine. Just be careful, don't commit the fouls, and put Rustburg at the line. And I think, like I said, I think they'll be fine.
Flip side of that coin for the Red Devils, I'd stay in that zone defense that they're operating in, because it really is frustrating Altavista. And on their offensive end, I don't know, maybe you try and milk some clock and run down the time. I mean, you got an 8-point lead. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but in these low-scoring games, maybe that's more like being up 16 in a high-paced game.
I think that's a great analysis. And Rustburg takes the opportunity to throw a little bit of pressure in, and that has not been easy to break for the Colonels as well.
No, not at all. They've gone to that full-court press a few times. They've backed off of it a few times. They've seemed to be in a zone defense in the half court the entire time, though. Don't think we've seen any man-to-man defense from Rustburg, but don't quote me on that. Looks like it's going to be Altavista basketball to start this second half. Subway halftime show has concluded. Colonels are in the road black jerseys with the orange trim. They're going to start with their starters: Josh McClure, Mateo Malbeck, Lawrence Galliard, Chancellor Mormon, and Daquan Poindexter. Rustburg's in the home white, red trim. Looks like they've got their starters back out there as well. Run those down for you in just 1 second. Poindexter lost the basketball. Had his legs taken out from under him.
Somebody did a Grayson Allen on him.
I'm not even going to go there.
I couldn't help it.
I know.
He did. He just did a sweep.
Double entendre there. Altavista basketball. They said Poindexter was fouled. I think they got Cook for the foul, Terrell Cook. Don't quote me on that one, though, either.
I think they called it on Austin Martin.
Okay. 4 Red Devil defenders really did collapse on Poindexter, so, yeah, it could have been anybody. It could have been any one of those 4.
Either one of those 2, and it was his third foul. So,
Good look. That was a good look, and Malback made it count. Knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing. There we go. Colonels might be getting ready to come alive.
That looked good when it left his hand.
Sure did. Austin Martin got by the defender, got up in the air, made contact with Lawrence Galliard. They're going to whistle Galliard for the blocking foul. Must have got there a split second too late. Martin's going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
He looked to be firmly in place, but that's just me.
7:20 left to play in the third period. It's brought to you by English's Your Complete Home Center. Your home for Davis Paint. Wintertime, the perfect time for painting projects. Go see the experts at English's Your Complete Home Center. You can buy paint from any old Yahoo, Oscar.
That's right. You can.
You're going to get what you pay for, and the knowledge that those guys and gals have in English's is second to none. Martin sinks the first free throw.
And they continue to shoot well from the free throw line.
He's a 6'2 junior. There's a lot of juniors on this Rustburg squad. Cameron Hughes and Crawford Dawson are seniors. Other than that, Laverne Jenkins is the only other senior on the roster. So this Red Devil team should be pretty good next year, too. 7:15 left to play in the third period. It's a 23-16 Red Devil leads. Malback had another good look at 3, but this one was well short, never even drew iron. Small air ball chant comes out from the crowd. It's a decent-sized crowd here at Rustburg, maybe right around 80% full. DeQuinn Evans got in the paint and reversed his course and went back out to the three-point line. Hands off to Deontay Jackson. Jackson's penetration is stopped by some good Jacob Adams defense. Rustburg basketball scoring on the far bucket. That is to Oscar and I's right. 6:50 left to play in the third now. 23-16 Red Devils. They've led the entire game. Here comes Evans. He'll catch. He'll flip off to Austin Martin.
Nice job closing out.
Yeah. Malback's all over. Got to get rid of it now after a couple dribbles. It is a motion offense from Rustburg. They're just keeping it around the perimeter. Now they'll spread the floor and try and let Jackson drive. He's fouled. One referee might have called an offensive foul, though. Nope, they're going to say it's a defensive foul on Jacob Adams. That's going to send Deontay Jackson to the line. Coach Harris wondering what the other referee called. 23-16. There's a missed free throw from Deontay Jackson, so the score will stay that way.
His free throw percentage plummets to 75 now for the night.
Jackson had 12 last night in the loss to Brookville. Sinks the second. 24-16. Down 8-point lead for Rustburg. They led 21-13 at halftime. Poindexter skying to the rim and scoring. Looks like he had designs on dunking the basketball.
He just lost the grip on it. Daquan's hand's not quite big enough, but he had ill intentions there.
Got it to go for 2 points. DeQuinn Evans, crossover dribble. Now it's over to Cameron Hughes. They've got the floor spread again. Nobody in the paint for Rustburg. It's part of this 5-out motion offense. They spread you out, then they look for a weakness to drive in. Three-pointer on the way instead from Austin Martin is good. He brings a big fist pump to the party. And now, all of a sudden, the Red Devils answering that surge that the Colonels had to start this second half.
And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead.
Got to be careful right now if you're Altavista. They lost the basketball, too. Nope. Last touched off of Rustburg. Lance Bain lost the handle on the ball. Chancellor Mormon's going to check into the ball game. Let's see who gets in there for it. On the court right now, it's Poindexter, McClure, Malback, Mormon, and Adams. Red Devils have Cameron Hughes, Austin Martin, Crawford Dawson, DeQuinn Evans, and Deontay Jackson.
5:36 remaining.
Inbound play goes to McClure. It was blocked away by Cameron Hughes. He never saw him. Poindexter's second chance try won't go. A third try won't either, but he's banged on the head. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Again, I hate to belabor the point. One of my personal issues is that power dribble again, I think, got him in trouble. He had enough time to go up.
You allow the defense so much time to recover. And it gives you the rhythm to time up your try, Oscar, but it also lets the defender time it up, too.
Yeah, and you're putting the ball on the floor and all those hands down low. Grab that rebound up high, keep it up high, and go right back.
Sure. Poindexter knocks down the second as well. It's a 27-20 Rustburg lead after a pair of Daquan Poindexter free throws. Altavista, full court man-to-man. Adams is going to give Jackson a little bit of a cushion. Jackson angles left, hands off to Crawford Dawson. It's over on the left wing now, back to Jackson. About 5 feet behind the three-point line. He's going to try and stutter step his way inside. Instead, drops it in the corner to Cameron Hughes. Hughes sinks the three ball from the left corner. Gosh, the Red Devils starting to light it up from outside now, Mr. Briggs. Back to a 10-point lead. They were 0 for 19 from behind the arc against Altavista the first time. You figured the Colonels probably weren't going to put up that number again. Rustburg's too good of a shooting team for that.
They had none in the first half, but they got 2 here in the second half.
2 big ones. Blocking foul on Cameron Hughes. He got popped in the face, and he can't believe the call. He took the worst of that little showdown there with Josh McClure.
You're not going to find many people that come out on the good end of button anything with Josh McClure.
That's true. Not many amateurs anyway. Maybe some professionals. Most of them football players. Altavista basketball after the inbound. They got it up top to Chancellor Mormon, just right of center. Needs somewhere to go, and he does. He finds McClure. Right free throw line.
Nice finish.
Soft finish there from McClure. The little floater from 7 feet away goes down.
That's Josh's first field goal of the night.
Wow.
The problem on the defensive end for the Colonels is with this spread, when they penetrate, Rustburg penetrates, they do a good job.
It's a foul on Jacob Adams again. Deontay Jackson was driving. Go ahead.
They do a good job driving, and what's happening right now, the Colonels on the defensive end, on the weak side, they're not coming in helping. So if you get half a step, you're going to the hoop.
They get you spread so far out. A lot of times you fall into that trap of just chasing your man around, and you end up having your back to the basketball, which is always a no-no and a defensive principle. Adams will come out. Lawrence Galliard has entered the game for the Altavista Colonels. The first free throw was converted by Deontay Jackson. It's a 9-point Rustburg lead. They'll get the home white jerseys. Scoring on the far bucket. Oscar and I are courtside here at Rustburg with a bit of an obstructed view, to say the least, especially when it's down there on that far side, the basketball, that is.
Colonels trail by 10, 4:17 here remaining in the third quarter. They've got to make a move here towards the end of this quarter.
Here comes McClure. He'll try some post moves inside. He's harassed, gets his own rebound on the shot, gets it back and gets it in. Josh McClure pumping himself up, pumping his teammates up. Cuts the Rustburg lead down to 8 again. A chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. McClure with pure muscle there again, Oscar. I mean, it's a triple team for a moment. He just bullied his way right through him.
When Coach Davis has seen enough of Rustburg, Cook back into the ball again.
Cook is the one guy with the imposing physical size that he can probably match McClure toe-for-toe in a heavyweight type of matchup down low. Timeout on the court for the Altavista Colonels. Rustburg leads 32-25. We've got 4:06 left to play in the third period on 105.5 KD Country.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Colonels trail by 8 to start the quarter, Oscar. We've got 4:06 left to play. It's been back and forth basketball. They still trail by 7 now. It's been some exciting moments. A pair of three-pointers from Rustburg has really helped them secure the lead, and then also the free throws. Rustburg doesn't have any two-pointers in the third quarter, do they?
2 threes and 5 points from the free throw line.
We know the Red Devils can shoot it. We know they will shoot it. Hard to believe they didn't make any threes in the first meeting between these two. Hard to believe they didn't make any threes in the first half. Altavista with some full court pressure. Rustburg will get it in. Colonels will back off a little bit. Cook looking for somewhere to go. He might have to bring it across the timeline himself. Instead, it's over to DeQuinn Evans. Evans will angle right across the timeline. Fakes the pass. Never really got up in the air. He just tried to run her and lost the ball on the way up. It's Altavista ball. 3:51 left to play in the third quarter.
The bump may have caused even an extra step. So,
yeah, I feel like it would have been a travel if he hadn't lost the basketball.
Colonels have a big opportunity here.
Mormon to the top of the key, finds Malbeck. Bullet pass inside to Galliard. Finds a moving Josh McClure along the baseline. How about that?
That was great interior passing and a great look by Lawrence, who had a 6-footer and gave it up for the 2-footer. I thought Josh took a little bit of contact.
Might have. Rustburg lost the ball momentarily, but Cook recaptures. Hands off to Austin Martin. Martin, left-hand dribble, gets to the free throw line and knocks down a 16-footer. How about Austin Martin showcasing the mid-range, Jay?
Yeah, he's got a nice looking job.
He does. He sort of lulled the defense to sleep almost. 34-27. Rustburg getting the lead back. We've got 3:05 left to play. This time it was McClure trying to wrap around to Galliard, and he couldn't get there. Mormon has to save it in. Then there's a collision on the near sideline. When I say save it in, he had to save it from going back court, and he got there a step too late. Referee helps up Mateo Malbeck. We always talk about sportsmanship between the two teams, but there's some sportsmanship between the refs and the players.
Another unforced error from the Colonels.
It was. McClure was trying that little wraparound pass to Galliard, and that's what started Altavista losing that possession. It was a nice look, but it was just too tight of a window.
Yeah, they was about 3 feet apart. That's expecting a lot.
Dyshawn Scott in the game now for Rustburg. This is Terrell Cook down low. Hook shot.
Great job defensively.
Go. Rebounded by Scott. He throws up a wild one. That won't go. Cook came over the top to steal the ball and gets it to go and is fouled. That brings a big rise from the crowd. Looked like Mormon and Galliard had him blocked out pretty well and had position, but Cook went right over the top, took the ball away from him, stuck it up and in for 2.
Well, that's the problem, is that they had position, but they didn't put a body on Cook, and he was able to get in between them and go up and get that rebound. Chancellor Mormon parking at the bench again.
Cook nails the free throw. Rustburg's back up 10 all of a sudden, 37-27. 2:33 left to play in the third quarter. Still plenty of time. You got to tip your cap to the Red Devils for the way they're responding. It seems like every time the Colonels have an answer, Rustburg poses a new question, and it takes Altavista some time to figure it out.
They're picking up full court press now.
37-27. Colonels throw it all the way across the court to the far sideline to Jacob Adams. There's a steal. Austin Martin got in front of it. Up ahead to Evans. Evans, wrap around, scoop layup doesn't fall. Rebounded by Jackson. Stick back will go. Points off the turnover for the Red Devils. Coach Troy Harris wants another timeout. We'll take the 30-second break as well. 39-27. Red Devils up 12. 2:13 left to play in the third on 105.5 KD Country.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1909, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
I'm Kyle Haney. He's the excitable boy, Oscar Briggs. Oscar, the gym is getting rather excitable. The Rustburg crowd liking what they're seeing. Their team is out to a 12-point lead.
Well, that press on that time, they forced Jake Adams to pick up over in the corner in the front court, and that's something you can't do.
Colonel's trying to break this press again. Galliard has it. He's across the timeline. Now into the paint all of a sudden. Referee says Galliard had the leg swept out from under him. Coach Harris thinks it was in the act of shooting. The referees are going to call this an on-the-floor foul. Comes with 2:02 left to play in the third period. It's brought to you by English's, your complete home center. Colonels trail by 12 in the black jersey, scoring on the basket to our left. Adams catches the long inbound pass. Goes over to the left sideline to McClure. Here comes a three-pointer for Poindexter. It's good. Some much-needed life from distance there for Altavista. Comes from the right hand of Daquan Poindexter. Colonels only trail by 9 again. Rustburg basketball, 1:43. It's Friday Night Hoops, and the fans sound like it. They're into this game. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're tuned in.
Usually you want to be, if you're trailing, you want to be at least in the under 10 going into the fourth quarter. With a tight ball game and a low scoring like this, I think you want to be around 7 points at the least.
Red Devils dribbling around the perimeter, had a hard time hanging on the basketball for a moment. Adams and Poindexter are all over Jackson, and they got too much of them apparently. Official blows the whistle and calls the foul. It's the fifth team foul on the Altavista Colonels. Rustburg has 5 team fouls as well. 1:20 left to play in the quarter. Adams D'ing up Jackson. It's man-to-man defense for Altavista. Got by him, passed off to Austin Martin in the corner. That three-pointer too strong. Cook with the rebound, and he scores. Again, it looked like Galliard had position. The rebound was high, and Cook jumped over him.
And as good as the Colonels have been on the boards this year, this half they have not been good at all.
First quarter, Rustburg dominated on the glass. Poindexter, NBA range three, won't go. McClure tried to save it in, and he could not get there in time. Rustburg basketball after the missed shot. They lead by 11. It hasn't been all Red Devils, but again, it seems like every time Altavista's made headway, Rustburg will extend the lead back out. Jackson high steps into the front court. Now taps the brakes. He'll return near the midcourt stripe and slow things down for a moment. We've got 35 seconds left to play in the third period. 41-30. Rustburg on top 11. It's a man-to-man defense from Altavista. They're in the road black jerseys. Jackson pitches in the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Evans. No good. Cook there for the rebound again. McClure just really boxed him out. McClure shoved him out of the way. I think it's going to be a foul on Josh McClure. Altavista was unhappy with the way Cook was getting those rebounds, Oscar, because it looked like Cook might have been going over the back a few times. McClure seemed to be determined not to let that happen again, and he just got too physical, I guess.
That was the call from the official.
I mean, it might have been clean. It might have been with the butt, but when Cook hit the ground, it just had the appearances of a foul. They toss it into Dyshawn Scott. He can't get the shot to go, and he's fouled. Colonels feel a little bit snake bit by the officials right now. Unfortunately for them, the fouls are adding up again. It's going to be the 7th personal foul on the Altavista Colonels. 41-30, they trail. It's going to send Dyshawn Scott to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 18 seconds left in the third. First one's no good.
Again, the Colonels trailing by 11. They're still in this ball game. They can't get caught up. They've got to play. They can't get caught up on what the officials are doing or not doing.
That kind of stuff has got to be for the fans. You know, as a player, you've got to sort of just be oblivious to all that. You got to play your game. We get a lane violation here. The shot went in, but it looked like Austin Martin might have stepped into the lane. That'll negate the free throw. Lead stays 41-30.
He banked in as well.
We've got ATMs now. They stay open late.
They're picking up in that 2-2-1 full court press. 15 seconds left, Kyle.
Yep. Colonels could really use some points here to end the quarter. That would give them a nice momentum boost headed into the fourth. McClure sees the time, sees the basket, hands off to Malbeck. Malbeck will circle the defense left to right. Gets outside the lane, puts up a runner from 7 feet. It will not fall. He's fouled with 1.2 seconds left, though. I like the heady play there by Malbeck. He knew the time, decided to attack the defense, and did a nice job getting fouled in the process.
Nice job penetration. Like you said, finishing 1.2 seconds left. That's it.
41-30. Altavista trails by 11. Malbeck can change that. He does sink the first. Mateo Malbeck really has been kind of the bright spot from the free throw line, Oscar. He's 4 for 4 against Dan River on Tuesday night. His percentage has been fairly high all season.
Spearheaded that little run they had that kind of got them back into the ball game before things went south on them.
Maybe he can do it again here. Second one's on the way, and this one's live when it comes off. It did miss. McClure has it at the buzzer, puts it in. That is big. Altavista cuts into the lead. It should be an 8-point deficit now. It is. Rustburg 41, Altavista 33. Don't miss this fourth quarter. It's on the way when you come back to 105.5 KD Country.
Hello, this is Jerry Motley from 1433 Altavista Moose Center. asking everybody to come on down and join us and see what the Moose is all about, to help us support our Moose Heart, Moose Haven family. Anybody's welcome to come down and take a tour of our building and see what's going on. Come on down and we'll let you in and we can have some fun. We're looking forward.
Meet Jerry and the rest of the Altavista Moose family and become a member. The Altavista Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Mateo Malbeck made one free throw, missed the second, but Josh McClure with a rebound and a putback at the buzzer to get the Colonels back within striking distance. They trail 41-33. Whew, that was a good quarter of basketball, Oscar Briggs. I don't know if Rustburg got the better of it or not, but it was a good quarter of basketball. They were up 21-13 at the end of the half. They're up 41-33 right now, so it was an even quarter, and the scoring pace did pick up for both ball clubs in that third quarter. Cameron Hughes breaks some full court pressure from Altavista.
You better get your hands on Austin Martin if he's near the ball. He was hot in the third quarter.
Agreed. And you got to block out. Although the man that was doing a lot of the rebounding damage for Rustburg, Terrell Cook, is on the bench at the moment. Cameron Hughes trying to get by Galliard. Colonel's looking for a 5-second call, and they get it. They get Cameron Hughes on the 5-second call to encourage continuous play. He never really advanced the basketball, and he couldn't break that 6-foot cushion.
Different officiating crew. Cameron Hughes just did the exact same thing that was done by an Altavista player Tuesday night that racked up a technical on him.
Each official has things that they'll call that others won't, and the crews are the same way. 41-33. McClure bumped in the shoulders, plays through the contact. Now it's into Mateo Malbeck's hands between the circles. Overhead pass right wing to Gilbert. Now it's in the left corner. Poindexter firing for three. It was just short. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch off of Altavista. It'll go to Rustburg with 7:22 left in the Englishes, your complete home center. Fourth quarter.
Colonels had good position on the glass that time, just weren't able to corral it.
It looked like McClure got a mitt on it, but just couldn't bring it in. Deontay Jackson with the basketball. He'll zigzag his way past Poindexter, and he can't. He's fouled.
That's got to be either 3 or 4 on Daquan.
It's 18 fouls on Altavista, so Deontay Jackson's going to shoot a 1-and-1 free throw. On the court for Rustburg, it's Jackson, Austin Martin, Crawford Dawson, DeQuinn Evans, and now Terrell Cook is back in the game. Colonels will counter with Lance Bain, Josh McClure, Christian Gilbert, Mateo Malbeck, and Lawrence Galliard. Poindexter comes out for Lance Bain.
You know, Daquan they were about 3/4 court when they committed that foul. So he's got to be a little bit more prudent than.
Coach Harris was going to put Poindexter right back in there. He's going to have to wait for the next free throw, though, or if the free throw is made. If he misses the free throw, Poindexter's going to have to stay at the scorer's table and won't be able to enter a little bit later. Free throw does go in. Deontay Jackson sinks another pair of them. They're not going to let Poindexter in now?
This is the second time this year that this has happened to Altavista. I don't understand. I'll have to check a rule book. He was there in plenty of time.
Okay. Rustburg leads by 10. Just over 7 minutes to play. Galliard had to sift his way through the defense, turn the shoulders, got bumped. Shot attempt wouldn't go. Galliard is holding his face at the moment. He's a little slow to get up. Now they'll let Daquan Poindexter in the ball game. Lawrence Galliard looks a little shaken up on the play, OB.
Yeah, he got, I think he got popped high and low.
Yeah, holding the hand a little bit, too. I don't know what it is. Josh McClure just pointed at his eye. Lawrence appears to be holding his hand. I don't know. He might have been, you're right. I think he took multiple injuries on that one. Jacob Adams in the ball game now for Altavista. It'll be their basketballs, and on the floor foul.
Great hustle play by Christian Gilbert to get that tie ball.
Colonels will stack it up at the left elbow, ready for the inbound play here. 7:05 left to play in the fourth period. Altavista down 10. Malbeck bullets it inside to McClure. He gets up in the mid-post. The shot won't fall. Gets his own rebound. A pump fake off the window. That won't go. He got it back again. Shovels it to the rim one more time, and that won't fall down. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. How about the hard-working blue-collar man, Josh McClure? Just seems to stay after it over and over again.
And just such a nose for the basketball. I mean,
you'd like to see him finish those, Oscar, but in his defense, he is getting fouled. I mean, let's be honest, even on the ones where the whistle isn't blown, there's some contact there.
There were on both of those shots, or all 3 of them, there was some contact, but he battled through it.
And that's not a criticism on the refs. That's just, that's basketball. Everybody's taking some contact in this one. Made the first, missed the second. It's now a 9-point Rustburg lead. Jackson will zigzag his way in the front court, lost the basketball. Poindexter tied him up. Daquan off the window, can't get it to fall. Rustburg got back in a hurry to fortify the defense.
Daquan kind of shot away from the contact and stayed wide, too, instead of attacking the rim.
He did come in from very wide there. That's an excellent observation by you. Martin, catch and shoot, 3-pointer on the way. Skips off the iron, no good. Colonel's blocked out well. Poindexter ran it down around the 3-point stripe. 6:15 left to play. Maulback in a hurry. Dump to the deck, and they're going to say it's out of bounds. Last touch off of Mateo. He can't believe it. Shaking his head. He's a little slow to get up, but he is fine.
Coach Harris can't believe it either. And with 6:13 remaining, Colonel's trailing by 9. They're going to have to make a move quickly.
McClure fouls Terrell Cook as he was catching the ball. That one was a definite foul, and Josh McClure knew it, too.
He kind of zagged left, and Cook zagged right. So
43-34. Terrell Cook will head to the free throw line. The 6'5 junior is already putting together a pretty good night, particularly on the glass. He scored some, too. McClure's out for a breather after the foul.
Cook was 5.
Almost seems like he has more than that. It is Jacob Adams, Mateo Maulback, Lance Bain, Daquan Poindexter, and Chancellor Mormon on the court for Altavista. Cook's free throw, no good. High rebound is loose.
Yeah, I call that against Rustburg.
Yep. Either got Cook or Austin Martin on the foul.
It's on Cook.
Yep. It'll be a 1-and-1 shooting opportunity for Altavista here after the foul.
That is his 4th, so that would be a big blow with the work he's done on the glass here in the second half.
Yeah. 6:10 left to play in the ball game, too. He'll come out for the breather. Cameron Hughes back in the game. 43-34 is our score.
I don't know. There was a different circumstance there because the substitution was allowed. I'm not being critical.
No,
I'm trying to understand. He ran by the scorer's bench kind of flagged.
Yeah, exactly. The general protocol is you go to the scorer's table, and the official has to beckon you in the game. That's the term in the rule book. Poindexter sinks both the free throws to snap us back to
down
the
to 7.
Poindexter guarding Cameron Hughes. Trying to use the left hand to get a little space. 43-36. Rustburg on top. Going to get Mateo Maulback for a foul. Got inside the jersey of Austin Martin a bit too much, and Martin will go to the free throw line to shoot. A 1-and-1. Pardon me, it'll be a 2-shot foul. That's the 10th team foul on Altavista. Maulback's going to go to the official and discuss the call. Martin takes his time, delivers it from the free throw line, spins it, fires it. It's good.
Not the one you want to foul.
Not at all. Rustburg is really a good shooting team, Oscar. We've seen better defensive teams, and we've seen taller teams, and we've seen et cetera, et cetera. I'm not sure we've seen a better shooting team than Rustburg. Again, that's why it's shocking, that low score from last week. Martin knocks down both. Maybe just free throw shooting. I don't know. 9-point advantage for the Red Devils. They led by 8 at halftime. Poindexter gets free to the rim. It won't fall. He got up in the air. It looked like Crawford Dawson got him with the body. I almost think Dawson was trying to get out of the way. He just couldn't move fast enough. Poindexter back to the free throw line with 5:49 left to play in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to you by English's, your complete home center. They open at 8 a.m. on Saturdays. Could be a wet weekend. Nice time to do some stuff inside around the house.
Daquan knocks down the first. Silky smooth with that stroke.
It's at least 3 in a row for Daquan from the charity stripe. Probably put the announcer's jinx on him there. A sound engineer tonight is Katie. She's doing a fabulous job as always.
About 8 in a row for Daquan.
Wow. Is that for real?
Yep.
Incredible. Made both on that trip. That could come in handy down the stretch. Cameron Hughes lost the ball with the right-hand dribble. Then he lost his defender. The 10-footer from the right wing.
And the Colonels can cut it to 5 or possibly 4 with a 3. This is a big possession with 5:35 remaining in the ballgame.
No kidding. Man-to-man defense now for Rustburg. They were in the zone for much of the first half. Adams driving in, contested, leaner, won't fall. Colonels trying to jockey for the rebound, but Rustburg has it. They're going to get it in the front court. Long pass up ahead to Cameron Hughes. Hughes coming in. Oh, nice wrap-around layup. He came in from the left side, went under the basket, scored from the right side with the right hand.
That was a big possession for the Colonels.
Yep, Rustburg came away with points. Got it up ahead quickly, and then Hughes finished. Poindexter, left-hander will fall. That was contested for sure. Good job by Daquan Poindexter.
With the left hand.
The lead for Rustburg now 47-40. Yeah, that's crafty. And handy, in quotation marks. 4:49 left to play in our ball game. Coach Charles Davis wants to take a timeout for the Red Devils. Let's take it with them. They're up by 7. We've got 4:47 remaining in the fourth on 105.5 KD Country.
Compassionate Care Choices, Autumn Care, 24-hour skilled nursing, inpatient, outpatient, physical, occupational, and speech therapies. Autumn Care invites you to tour their facility in 2016, receiving the bronze quality by the American Healthcare Association. 5-star rating by Centers for Medicare, Medicaid Services. Autumn Care, a member of Sabre Healthcare Group, serving Altavista and surrounding areas since 1989.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
The Altavista Colonels on the road tonight, taking on the Rustburg Red Devils. Red Devils have led the entire ball game. They're up 47-40 at the moment. I'm Kyle. He's Oscar. OB, it's been an exciting basketball game. Hate to say it, but much more exciting than a few weeks ago when these two teams met up.
Absolutely.
Not that that was a bad game or anything, but this just has a better feel to it, better vibe. The teams are scoring a little bit more. We've seen some big-time plays from both squads. Right now, the Red Devils getting the better of it.
15 and 19 from the free throw line for Rustburg. Colonels have improved dramatically and are 10 of 14.
That's big. And 8 of them have come from Daquan Poindexter. Maybe that's part of the key, getting the right guys on the line.
Daquan
can't help it, though.
Steal.
Yeah, Adams got it along the left sideline. He'll angle back to center. No numbers, but he's going to pull up from 1-on-3. Kansas.
And that was a tough shot. I was going, no.
Oh, Altavista nearly got another steal. Big bucket from Adams. There's a foul on the Altavista Colonels. It was a nice play from Jacob Adams, although nowhere will you find that in the textbook. But he knocked it down. Here's a foul, though. Colonels trail by 5, 47-42. Austin Martin's going to shoot 2 after the on-the-floor foul, but the Colonels are over their limit of 10 fouls as a team. Rustburg in the double bonus.
Oh.
Martin missed that one.
Altavista will be in the bonus.
The double bonus.
The double bonus, yes. Excuse me. Thank you.
I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
Correct you.
No, that's what you're here for.
Coach Harris sending Josh McClure and Lawrence Galliard back in the ball game. They joined Daquan Poindexter, Mateo Malback, and Chancellor Mormon. So it's the starting lineup out there for Altavista.
On the substitution, he pulled Jake Adams up near him. He said, you sit up here near me. With the energy defensively that he brings.
He'll be back. He'll be back for sure. Martin sinks the second. 48-42. Rustburg leads by 6. Altavista in the front court, scoring on the basket to our left in the road, black jerseys. Good crowd here at Rustburg. They've been treated to a good one, and he did walk. Mormon picked up the pivot foot just as he was passing the basketball away. That's a turnover with 4:09 left to play.
The Colonels have scratched and clawed their way back into this ballgame.
They have. They haven't given up. Even those times when it looked like Rustburg might be threatening to blow them out. Red Devils got it to 12-point lead at one point. 3-pointer on the way from Martin. No good. There's a rebound by the big man, Cook again. Sends it back out to Jackson. He'll try the 3. No good off the back iron. High rebound is loose. Galliard grabs it along the baseline. Good job by the Colonels' defense. Altavista back into the front court. Poindexter has it on the far sideline right. Looking for a teammate. He does find one in the form of Malback. Now it's in the corner to McClure. He gets up in the air, driving jump pass to Malbeck. Here comes Poindexter. Good pass along the baseline to McClure, who finishes with the right hand. It's down to a 4-point Rustburg lead.
And he used his body to kind of keep Cameron Hughes off of him. Cameron's a little bit taller than Josh, probably 2 inches, 3 inches. Josh too strong for Cameron.
Good ball movement again. The fancy pass from Poindexter to finish the possession. Jackson driving. The lay-in won't go. Got his own rebound. He overshot the mark on the second chance.
Boy, Cook is as good a rebounder as we've seen.
He is. He's strong. He's tall. He's fun to watch.
He's athletic.
Colonel's basketball. They trail by 4. Really threatening to make this a ball game. Malbeck bounces inside to Galliard. His gets it down to McClure. It won't go in. It's last touch of, Daquan Poindexter. It's Rustburg basketball. Deontay Jackson doesn't look like he's in the best of shape right now. He's kind of hunched over, having a hard time walking. Looks like he's going to stay in the game for the moment for the Rustburg Red Devils. Red Devils lead 48-44.
Boy, Josh had that ball went in and came back out.
Cook finds an open cutting DeQuinn Evans. He'll jog it across the timeline. Evans got in the paint, now backs it back out. It's over to Martin. Rustburg leads by 4. Cameron Hughes will just take the ball and try and slow it down a little bit. Nope, behind the back dribble. He gets up in the air, jump pass to Martin in the corner. Steps inside the three-point line and rings in a 17-footer. Fist pump again. Red Devils back up 6. 2:25 left to play in the ball game. Adams is back in the game for Altavista. Gets the ball momentarily. Poindexter's three-point try off the mark. Rustburg rebounds it outside the three-point line. Evans up into the front court along the near right sideline. Wide open three from Evans. No good. Rustburg had nobody even inside the three-point line.
That was an ill-advised shot. Coach Davis did not like that shot at all.
Probably could have run off a full 30 seconds if they wanted to. See how large that ends up being. Altavista down 6, under 2 minutes to play. The action's getting exciting now. Galliard, mid-post leaner won't go. Has his own rebound. Now it's loose on the floor. He has to track it down. They were coming over in Oscar and I's direction for a moment. Altavista down 6, 50-44. Malbeck stuck on the far right sideline. Timeout by Coach Troy Harris. Let's take a 30-second timeout, too. We've got 1:37 left to play in the ball game. Altavista down 6, but not out of it on 105.5 KD Country.
This is 100% convenient mobile banking with local First National Bank.
With our First Snap mobile app, you can securely check balances, make deposits, pay bills, transfer money, and much more.
It's easy to use, and we even have a video demo on our website at firstnatbk.com.
And it's free, so search First Snap mobile app and download it for free today.
Remember, banking from anywhere, anytime will help you bring home more bacon.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to the press box for high school sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Rustburg Red Devils clinging to a 6-point lead. Altavista had to cut down to a 4-point lead there for a moment, Oscar. But remember, this thing has been as much as a 12-point advantage for Rustburg. So the Colonels probably got to count themselves as being just a little bit fortunate just to even be down 6.
Well, again, they've clawed, scratched their way back into it. And Rustburg's made a couple of mental errors, I think, that have helped the Colonels get back into this ball game. Colonels with the ball, just to set the mood again, set the scene. Colonels trailing 50-44, 1:37 remaining. Colonels ball under their own baseline.
Make no mistake about it, though, the Red Devils have played well. They've rebounded well, they've shot the ball well, particularly from the free throw line. That's why they got the 6-point lead. Malbeck, catch and shoot three-pointer was no good. Got his own rebound after a redirect. Gets inside the paint, looking for somewhere to go. Can't find anybody. Too many bodies inside there. Then Malbeck commits a foul, trying to get the bill back for Altavista. Going to be a 2-shot foul because the Red Devils are in the double bonus. Maybe 5 on Malbeck.
That's 5 on Mateo.
Looks like Chancellor Mormon's going to come in to replace him. Number 32, Jarrell Cook, going to the free throw line for Rustburg.
Cook 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, so maybe not a bad foul.
It's about the only thing he hasn't done well, though.
Unfortunately, it was on Malbeck, and that's his 5th.
Yeah. 1:28 left to play in our ball game, in regulation anyway. We saw overtime in the first meeting between these two ball clubs.
Oh.
Hits the first one after a high bounce off the back iron. It drops in. Makes it a 7-point Rustburg lead again. Red Devils led by 8 at halftime, 21-13. They're up 51-44 now. Cook's second one on the way. He cans that one as well. Altavista's got to really hurry now, Braves.
Yeah, they're in must-score situation. Must do so quickly.
Adams thinking about the three from the left wing. Instead, a one bounce over to Malbeck. Now Jacob Adams will try it for three, and it's good. He makes it with a hand in his face. Altavista with some life. 1:07 left to play in our ball game, but the Red Devils do still have some breathing room. Full court pressure from the Colonels. Coach Harris urging his defense on. Coach Charles Davis for Rustburg telling his team to slow it down. I think so. We're under a minute to play now.
Oh, he's not.
Poindexter got a steal, and
that was
he
huge.
was fouled.
He was not only he made the steal, they were going to have a breakout, and the Rustburg player fouled him. That's going to be 2 shots for Daquan. Colonels can cut it to 3 with 52 seconds left.
It was sort of a variation of a run and jump defense, and Poindexter timed up the jump perfectly, got inside or in front of the Austin Martin pass, and then Martin fouled him trying to get the basketball back. Poindexter, first one's good. It's a 4-point. Wow. It's a 4-point Rustburg lead now. It was 7 a few seconds ago. Here comes the second one from Daquan Poindexter. The senior sixth that as well. That's 10 in a row from the free throw line now for Daquan Poindexter. Coach Troy Harris wants to take a timeout. We're taking it 2. We've got 52 seconds left in the ball game. Rustburg leads by 3 on 105.5 KD Country.
Whatever your truck, car, SUV needs are, Highview Motors GMC has it all, from small to tall. New to pre-owned, offering more than just GMC sales. Highview Motors GMC provides 24-hour towing, full-service body shop, state inspection, transmissions, everything in between. Highview Motors GMC, providing top-quality service since 1961.
From small to tall, we got it all. Highview Motors GMC.
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
After being down as much as 12 in this second half, the Colonels have scratched their way back. They only trail by 3 now, 52-49. Rustburg ball. Got to go the full length of the court to score. Not sure they necessarily want to score. Martin running that baseline. He does get it in, a short 5-foot pass to Cook. Cook will dribble up the far sideline, throws to center, and finds Crawford Dawson. Dawson lost the ball. It's off of Daquan Poindexter, though. It'll stay with the Red Devils. 44.9 seconds left. In regulation. Rustburg looking to run an inbound play. They'll spread 4 bodies across the floor.
And if you don't get the steal, I think you got to foul quickly.
Cameron Hughes has it. Poindexter really close. Looks like he doesn't mind if he gives up a foul. Cameron Hughes will drive. It was blocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Rustburg, though. It's a combination of McClure and Galliard. Now Coach Charles Davis wants to take a timeout for the Red Devils. We'll take the timeout, too. Altavista 49, Rustburg up by 3 at 52. We've got 37 seconds left in the ball game on 105.5 KD Country.
The Altavista Office of Economic Development invites you to come find one of a kind with Altavista's unique shops, stores, and restaurants waiting for you. Personal service from local businesses. Jumpstart your business with the Altavista Office of Economic Development, helping Altavista grow with a variety of business loans available and supporting the Altavista Colonels basketball team. Good luck on another winning season.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
In our 54th year of broadcasting high school hoops, this one's going to stand the test of time. Rustburg leads by 3 at the moment. It's Austin Martin. He's crowded by Jacob Adams over there on the right sideline. 52-49. Red Devils lost the basketball. It's a traveling violation. Colonels have it back with a chance to tie. Although, Oscar, you don't necessarily have to shoot a three-pointer here. We've still got 29.7 seconds left. What's your philosophy in these situations?
Score often. I think, you got to get something up. You can't burn too much time. I'd like to see something go up inside of 15 seconds. with no more than 15 seconds left.
McClure, he'll drive, gets around a couple defenders, had it blocked away. There's a loose ball for it. Mormon has it back. He shovels to McClure, the left edge of the paint. Off the window and in. It's a 52-51 Rustburg lead now. Coach Harris takes a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take 30 seconds of it. It's a 1-point ball game from Rustburg. We've got 12.3 seconds left. Do not miss the finish of this one on 105.5 KD Country.
841-1580. That's the number to know this winter when your heat pump is in trouble. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling is the name to know for all your heating and air issues. Call 841-1580 to get Donnie and his team to your house or business fast. 841-1580. That's 434-841-1580. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling. The name to know this winter. The number to know, 841-1580.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
The Altavista crowd really coming to life here, and they brought a good one up. The Rustburg fans are equally as vocal. We've got 12.3 seconds left in the ball game. Rustburg leads by 1. They're going to get it in bounds unless Altavista gets the steal. I would think the Colonels would probably foul immediately, wouldn't you?
If they don't get the steal. And with the made basket, the Rustburg player can run the baseline.
It'll be Austin Martin inbound.
I like Jake Adams on him. I like the athleticism.
Martin looking for somewhere to go. Moving forward, gets it into Cook. They do foul Cook before he can release the basketball.
I like it.
I do too. Percentage-wise, Cook is not the best on the floor right now, although we've seen him knock down his share of free throws.
He went to the last time he went to the free throw line. He did knock down both of them.
Good news is for the Colonels, not that much time ran off. We've still got 10.5 seconds left in this ball game. Altavista needs to block out. If Rustburg on a missed free throw could grab the rebound, that really might seal the deal. Rustburg leading by 1. Cook could really give his ball club some breathing room here. It's a 2-shot foul because of the double bonus. The first one's in and out. So even if he makes this one, Altavista's going to have a chance.
Yeah, but do you have deja vu all over again? Are we looking at overtime?
Very possible. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Free basketball's always fun.
I could make up the time I lost at the beginning of the game.
Exactly. Here comes Terrell Cook, the junior. Free throw on the way. It rattles. No good.
Oh.
There's an offensive board by Cameron Hughes. He's sprinting around to avoid the traffic. Hughes got fouled. Mormon just got to put a hand on his back, and he did foul him. There's still 7.4 seconds left in the ball game.
That's a pure hustle play by Cameron Hughes and just a lack of focus. Both Colonels were there. They had the opportunity. They did not block out.
2-shot foul for Cameron Hughes. Now, essentially, it's the same situation Rustburg just had. It's the same thing. It's just a few seconds have run off. Now there's 7.4 seconds left
and you know,
in the ball game.
And Coach Harris
tried to get a mini timeout during the first free throw. The officials told him you can't do that. I think he was able to get some of his message across.
Boy, that one stung.
Here comes Cameron Hughes, the senior for the Rustburg Red Devils and former Altavista Colonel. The first one's good. That gives Rustburg a 2-point lead now, 53-51. 7.4 seconds left. Count them, 7.4 seconds left. Even if it goes in, Oscar, the Colonels would have a chance to tie with a 3-pointer.
Yeah, they got to box out first and foremost.
Exactly. Got to get the missed shot rebound back. Hughes does sink the second when it rattled around. Timeout on the court for the Rustburg Red Devils. Let's keep it right here for the moment. Oh, it's a full timeout. We'll take 30 seconds of it. Altavista trailing by 3. They've got a last-second try here. 7.4 seconds left when you return to 105.5 KD Country.
PCM Industrial of Altavista offers mobile welding and repair services, fully equipped service trucks, certified craftsmen, and quick response to satisfy your needs. Contact PCM Industrial at powerconstruction.com. PCM Industrial is a fully insured Class A licensed contractor, OSHA and MSHA compliant. PCM Industrial Services of Altavista wishes Coach Harris and the Altavista Colonels basketball team good luck in another winning season.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Cameron Hughes for the Rustburg Red Devils sinks a pair of free throws to give The home team, a little bit of breathing room here. Red Devils lead 54-51. We've got 7.4 seconds left in the ball game. So the Colonels, with a chance to tie, probably going to have to be a three-pointer unless you want to risk driving in and then getting fouled.
And Rustburg's going to pick up full court. No, it's Token. They're backing out.
You can roll the basketball if there's no pressure. They get it into Daquan Poindexter. He sprints it in the front court. Down to 5 seconds. There's a foul. Poindexter did not get the shot up. We've got 3.8 seconds left. Poindexter will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 now. It was an on-the-floor foul. He was covered by Laverne Jenkins, who committed the foul. Poindexter seemed to turn his ankle a little bit there. I don't know how much it'll affect him from the free throw line, but it might affect him afterwards.
Well, with 3.8 seconds left.
I just heard Coach Harris say, Oscar, not to interrupt you, I heard Coach Harris say miss the second
That's
one.
right. That's the point I was getting ready to make. So
first one's on the way from Poindexter. No good. Ankle might have been bothering him a little bit. Now you kind of have to miss the second one, and then you got to get it out to the three-point line.
He just told Quan with the overhead like an old West Unsell style pass, slam it off the rim. You got to hit the rim.
Exactly. You must hit rim though, or it's a dead ball and would just go right to Rustburg. Colonel's down 3. Poindexter going to miss the free throw. He did. Galliard has it, sticks it up, and makes it. No whistle though, and there was no contact, and the Colonels are going to lose by 1. 54-53. What an exchange at the end. What a ball game here from Rustburg. The Red Devils come away with a victory at the slimmest of margins, 54-53. Subway postgame show on the way when you return to 105.5 KD Country.
Napa know-how. Back at New Year's, you made a resolution to save more money. Just so happens, Pennzoil's family of oils are on sale starting at $3.49 a quart. So you can check save money off your list with the Pennzoil family of oils starting at $3.49 a quart. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer expires 2/28/17.
Brought to you by Napa of Altavista.
You can buy paint from any old yahoo who knows nothing about paint in one of those big box stores. For quality paint from people who really know paint, it's Davis Paints from your complete home center, English's. Davis Paints, which has been known for quality since 1921, is not just sold anywhere. Visit the new paint room at English's, your authorized Davis Paint dealer.
English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905.
A short drive will save you money.
I'm Greg Walker with an exciting new offer from Fellers Chevrolet. Purchase any new or used vehicle of Fellers and receive a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 3-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Again, a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 3-day money-back guarantee. At Fellers Chevrolet, we stand behind what we sell, and we save you money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
A short drive will save you money. Fellers Chevrolet in Altavista.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway postgame show arrives after a great basketball game here on a Friday night. It was a 54-53 victory for the Rustburg Red Devils. They overcame a tough, scrappy Altavista ball club that was down 12 at one point, Oscar. They cut it down to a 1-point lead a couple of times. A couple key free throws from Cameron Hughes inside of 10 seconds. And then the strange situation there at the end. You can't fault Lawrence Galliard. I mean, he got the rebound with only about a second and a half. It's going to be hard to get it out to the three-point line. I think he did the best thing he could, try and put it up to the basket and hope he gets fouled.
Get contact. Yeah. That's the only play with that kind of amount of time. 1.4 seconds left or whatever when the ball went in. You really don't have enough time to look around and find somebody out on the perimeter that was open that could knock down a three. So you can't blame Galliard for that. It all comes down really to the breakdown, trailing by one. Cook missed both free throws, and on
Right.
the second free throw, you just didn't box out.
Yeah, that's what really hurt the Colonels and put them in that boat. Yeah, Terrell Cook shot free throws with over 10 seconds left.
12 point something.
That's right, yep. I think it was 12.4. Colonels could not get a rebound. Cameron Hughes skied up and took it away from him, and then ran off a few seconds before he was fouled, and then knocked down some free throws. And they were clutch, to say the least. This is the Subway post-game show. We're going to take one final timeout. We'll bring it back with some stats. And, Oscar and I will have some more things to talk about in this one as well and tell you what the Colonels have ahead. It's a 3-game week next week, a 4-game week. The week after that, Oscar, I think I counted, it's like 8 games in 15 days for Altavista. And most of them are on the road. Rustburg wins this one 54-53. Subway post-game show returns when we come back on 105.5 KD Country.
At Subway, Monday is no longer Monday. It's Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day. That's the $3.50 sub of the day. Subway has a different 6-cent sub of the day every day of the week. Each has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. For just $3.50, it's a great sub for a great price. Wednesday, that's Turkey Breast Day. Friday, Tuna Day. The $3.50 sub of the day every day at Subway. At participating restaurants, additional charges for extras and deluxe plus tax may not be combined with other offers, coupons, or discount cards.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling.
This game is brought to you by the proud supporters of the KD Country Sports Club.
El Cerrito. Throw on a sombrero, shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time. Authentic Mexican cuisine only El Cerrito can serve up.
The Medicine Shop, a full-service pharmacy on Main Street in Altavista, and carrying a complete line of Carolina boots.
One Stop Mart, Main Street, where the gas is cheap, beverages are cold, and the chicken is kicking.
The Dairy Freeze, hot dogs, burgers, fries, and of course, ice cream. Do it right at the Freeze on Main Street.
Radio Shack and Crystal Bay Pools, serving your area since 1989 for swimming pool installations, chemicals, liners, and more.
Tonight's game brought to you by the KD Country Sports Club on 105.5.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway post-game show returns as the post-game production is on here at Rustburg. The athletic director, Barry Gotze, trying to clean up the gymnasium. And thank him so much for being so hospitable. Of course, Principal Clay Stanley was at Altavista for many years. It's always great to see him. And Chris Carr and Dave Brown, the entire baseball crew here at Rustburg. Always fun to come up here. Unfortunately, tonight for the Colonels, Oscar, not so much fun. They lose 54-53.
Yeah, some good takeaways, though. I mean, trailing by 12 late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter, and be able to storm back and get within one. And they had a couple opportunities when it was at 5 and at 3 that they just really didn't capitalize on.
That's right. It's the third loss in 4 games for Altavista. On paper, that doesn't look so good, but I think they played a lot better tonight than they did against Dan River and Appomattox, really.
Second half, for sure.
Yeah. Free throws were a lot better.
Yeah. Actually, I got them 17 of 24, which is pretty darn respectable.
Absolutely. You want to read the post-game totals? Business.
Yeah.
It was low scoring there for a while, but Business picked up in that second half.
It really did. And for the Colonels, Jake Adams with 5, all in the fourth quarter. Mateo Malback with 4. Daquan Poindexter with 8. Lawrence Garrett with 11. Josh McClure with 15. Total of 53 for Altavista. For Rustburg, DeQuinn Evans with 2. Cameron Hughes with 9. Deontay Jackson with 16. Austin Martin with 16. Crawford Dawson with 4. Terrell Cook with 7.
Well, it was a fun game to watch. I know not the result the Colonels wanted, not the result Colonels fans wanted. They were vocal tonight. It was a good ball game. It was exciting. It's the kind of stuff that you like to see. Rustburg comes out on top in this one. Next week, Mr. Briggs, it's a home game on Tuesday against Nelson. Then the Colonels really become road warriors. It's at Brookville the next night. That's on Wednesday. It's at Chatham Friday. It's a makeup game the following Monday at Prince Edward. It's a road trip at Appomattox on Tuesday, and then at William Campbell on Wednesday. So it's, 5 away games in a row. Now, don't get me wrong, the trip to William Campbell doesn't take a lot out of you, but you're not playing on your home court, and it's a lot of games in a lot of days.
Well, you again, 3 games in 3 days, and that 1 week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Friday of that week.
Friday that week. So that's going to be a busy week, and that's going to, that's when you're thankful that you got the kind of depth that the Colonels do have, and really you're starting to get more into the meat of the schedule. I mean, this is a AAA school we lost to tonight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can't forget that.
No, it's a well-coached team. Rustburg improves to 7-6. Altavista falls to 7-4 on the season. Colonels, again, just as a reminder, are at home Tuesday night hosting Nelson. That's the start of a 3-game week next week, and a 4-game week the week after that. All right, player of the game time now, Mr. Briggs. I'll go first for the opponents. I know he didn't score the most points, but down the stretch there, Cameron Hughes with the big rebound at the end. Big props to Deontay Jackson, Austin Martin, Terrell Cook, too. I got to go with Cameron Hughes, though. The big rebound, and then running some time off, and then sinking the 2 key free throws at the end.
It's hard to go against that, but I'm going to. I'm going with Austin Martin. Really separated when they got the separation up to 12. He was key. 3, and hit a couple of mid-range jumpers. So Austin Martin for me.
Good pick for you. On the other side, Daquan Poindexter leads the Colonels with 18, but I'm going to go with Josh McClure with 15. His rebounding presence inside, the muscle, the heart. I don't think the Colonels would have been this close without him. Don't get me wrong, Colonels wouldn't have been this close without Daquan's 18 as well. But I gotta go with McClure in this case. I think he was pretty darn good tonight.
Yeah, I think defensively, Daquan was big, had a couple of steals, hit the boards hard, really kind of turned them around offensively. But for me in the fourth quarter, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with Josh McClure.
Colonels fall in this one, 54-53. Thanks so much for joining us on a Friday night. We would not have been here if it wasn't for these fine folks, the people that make it all possible. Feller Chevrolet now offering a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. First National Bank, helping you bring home more bacon. English is your complete home center, now offering a complete line of Carhartt clothing for men. Napa Auto Parts of Altavista. Find your Napa know-how on Main Street. English Construction, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the winter. I find a way to screw these things up. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Let's try it again. Keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter, comfortable in between. You see how that works, Oscar?
Yeah, you're good at that.
PCM Industrial Service. So is Kent Tyree and his crew. PCM Industrial Services, now with mobile welding and repair service. The Altavista Office of Economic Development, we invite you to come find one of a kind. Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, a family serving families since 1905. Hy-Vee Motors GMC, from small to tall, Hy-Vee has it all. Autumn Care of Altavista, specializing in 24-hour skilled nursing care. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling. Call Donnie at 841-1580. And the Moose Family Center on Lynch Mill Road in Altavista. OB, this is fun. We should do it again a couple times next week.
I'll be on time next